Grand Rising Soul Family Soul Tribe. How are you today? It's about 10:30-ish. How about you, Tim? I decided to come out later today. Plus, I had a lot of journaling to do. Today's been a little different. Had a little bit of stuff transpire this week. Not bad, actually really good stuff. One thing I need to say for my Soul Family Soul Tribe is remember, when you ask for change, it's not going to be easy. And if you truly want to change, you will change. Like, for example, I have a friend of mine who's going through something right now, and I just need them to know that, it does get better. Change sucks, but in the long run, you will see exactly what you need. And as much as I hate to see my people go through stuff, I know it's necessary. So let's see what the cards have got for us today, shall we? It's so pretty out here today. Like yesterday, it was all rainy and geeky, and like 5 o'clock this morning, it was like so fucking hot, and I was like, ew, I'm not going outside, that's gross. And then when I came over here, it was like, ooh, this is nice. This is so nice. So there's that. You can see the mountains. You can't see them right now because the sun's like shining that bright. But like you can see like where the divots, I call them divots, the ravines and stuff are on the mountains, like where their scars are. Such fucking beautiful shit. I love it to death. And I try to get it to where y'all can see it, but like I say, it's so bright that you can't really see them. Let me see if I can situate it here. Yeah, it's so damn. There it goes. Look at that shit. Isn't that fucking gorgeous? Like, it's awesome. So beautiful. I tried to zoom out and it wouldn't let me zoom out. Go figure, right? Excuse me. How come I'm gonna stand up again? Okay. Let's see what universe has got for us today. Ooh, maybe we're being silent. Ta-da-da. Silence. It's never how the cards are supposed to, We're not taking 50 million, but thanks. God. We got 3. Let's see if there's any more. Yep. One more shuffle through. See if there's any more. Like, today has been so nice. Like, I've got a plover. Plovers are birds that, I've got one. I swear to God, it's the same damn bird that sits right outside my window. Not like outside my window, but like across the parking lot outside my window so I can see it 404. And it just sits there all day long. It's like, what the fuck? But it's a good little bird. It just sits there. So it's like, it must be watching over me. Okay, we've got the blue heron reversed. We've got the otter reversed. We've got the owl reversed. And we've got whale reversed. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Well, let's start with otter, shall we? Otter represents woman medicine. Ooh, woman medicine. Okay. If the otter card appears reversed, you may be running from one idea to another without focus. This could also imply that you have forgotten how to receive and are blocking a gift from the universe with your male side. If this is the case, you may be embarrassed to receive compliments, to have someone hug you, or to allow your genuine personality to come out. Fear of being rejected is the contrary message of otter. Drop the seriousness on all levels and play at life so that the fear rolls off your back. Realize that the only flow is the flow of love from the Great Spirit to you, from you to others, and from others back to you. Well, that message is on point for me today because I'm supposed to be resting, but yet I still, like this morning, I had the energy, so I made sugar scrub and breakfast and lunch for myself, all within like an hour span. But I did take breaks when my body was telling me it was hurting. It's because I'm used to cooking for myself, I'm used to cleaning for myself, I'm used to doing all of that. It is what it is, right? Okay, the next is owl. And I don't see owl reversed very often. So, and it's deception. Here we go again. Okay. If you have owl upside down in your cards, you have been greatly deceived by either yourself or another. Perhaps witchcraft or black magic is being used against you. Or maybe you are using witchcraft or sorcery to aid you when you should be praying and asking the Great Spirits for guidance. The message is to befriend the darkness inside yourself. Look deeply, and soon the bright light of dawn will illuminate you. Then ask yourself, what are you in the dark about? How and by whom are you being deceived? Have you lied to yourself about someone or something? Are you being greatly deceived or just slightly deceived? Owl tells you to keep an eye on your property and your loved ones. Remember that owl is always asking who. Now see this one? Okay, so let's go back it up, okay? Witchcraft and black magic. If that's the case, you better be doing an egg cleanse. 717. Doing an egg cleanse to cleanse your energy because somebody might be trying to hex, curse, do anything like that. So it might be wise to clean your energy. I know I will probably end up doing that today myself. But we'll go from there. As for the asking for guidance, that should be an everyday kind of thing. If it is something you're deceiving yourself about, that's definitely a deep dive in. Al tells you to keep an eye on your property and your loved ones. That's what's sticking out to me right now. So I'm gonna have to deep dive into that one for myself later. All right. Next is whale reversed. Okay. If whale has beached itself in your cards, the contrary medicine implies that you are not following your sonar or homing device. On some level, you may have forgotten you hold all the answers you need to survive, grow, and to claim the power of your chosen destiny. It may be that you are having to deal with a lot of chatter in your head and cannot get to your personal records. If so, you may need to use other sounds to enter the silence. The drum or the rattle, the Indian flute, or sounds of nature may help. The call of the whale is the lullaby of the tides. Rock yourself gently and float into the world of the sea. Flow with the waters of time and collect your answers. They are the only truth that will lead you to your personal pathway of knowing. Contrary whale is saying you must desire to know. You must seek the whale song within you. In hearing whale's call, you will connect to the ancients on a cellular level, and then as you relax into the flow of the song's rhythm, you will begin to open your unique library of records. It may not come all at once. It may take practice, but if you hold the desire to know close to your heart, it will be whale's gift to you. Look to the great star nation and send gratitude to Sirius for the song of whale. Okay. Another thing, if you are wanting to deep dive in and getting out in nature is your thing, another thing you might want to listen to when you're going to bed at night is the Akashic Records meditation, because that will also help open your gateway. Because your Akashic Records are exactly what you, like soul level, spirit level that keeps the guidance there. And you have to be wanting to know. You have to know, want to know. Mine I represent unconditional love. It's interesting. But yeah, you can dig into the Akashic Records by doing a guided meditation at night. The next is Blue Heron reversed. Self-reflection is what that means. Surprise! It may be time to come up for air if Heron arrives in the contrary. Too much self-reflection can lead to self-obsession or a morbid sense of humor. Well, too late on my part. If you've been looking within and criticizing yourself, watch out. It is imprudent to drown the sense of joy that usually accompanies the journey of self-discovery. You may have assumed the attitude that perfection is desirable. That may be what advertisers tell you, but the attitude leaves no room to be human. Oops. You learn some of your most valuable lessons through your mistakes. Wouldn't life be boring if everyone has the plastic cone of an ideal human? I think it would be. Contrary Heron also reminds you that self-improvement is best accomplished by balancing the desire to change with gentle discernment. There are many layers of truth to understand, and wholeness is impossible to attain in one dive. You do belly flops when you become judgmental, rigid, and flat. Diving deeply into your feelings, you may emerge renewed as two minas fly away. Being too critical, merely floating on top of the water, you will callously break your spirit in the process. Heron reminds you to dive deeply, but do not hold your breath while waiting for instant or in total enlightenment. If you do not surface for air, the collective feelings of humanity and the infinite depth of eternity can drown you. And let's talk about that for a minute, because if you are a deep diver like myself, I have forgotten what it's like to, no, I haven't, because I've been doing more of it, but there is times where I feel like I have forgotten how to be joyful in daily routine, and doing, what I love to do, but getting in touch with your inner kiddo and letting her out to play every now and then, or him, whichever one it may be. Seeing the joy in life, like, for example, when I was on my bus ride to, thank you, sweetheart. When I was on my bus ride to, I think it was Waimanolo, wow, brain fart. When I was on my way to Waimanolo, buildings, tall skyscrapers. Look at them with like childlike wonder. Like I captured a picture of where the skyscraper was nothing but glass. So it was like blue in color, and it was really, really pretty. But it was like my little kiddo was going, wow, that's awesome, Or like when I got to the aquarium and was looking at this huge ass fucking grouper. Okay, this thing was bigger than my fucking hand. It was probably like half my body size. And I thought it was really fucking cool, Just finding the little pleasures, 1414, in life. Be it an everyday thing, like how you drink your coffee in the morning. Like I am a sugar, coffee, milk, and some Lorna Doones. Or shortbread. I thought I liked Lorna Doones, but they have like this powdery taste now, so it doesn't taste right. So I'm gonna have to try some more shortbread cookie for my morning coffee. I don't drink coffee that often, but I do drink it every now and then. Like I had 2 cups the other day, and And with surgery, they tell you to be limited on your caffeine intake. I don't drink caffeine hardly at all. So, like, for me to have 2 cups of coffee, I told my roommate, I was like, mark it on the calendar, I'm having 2 cups of coffee. Last time I had coffee was probably 3 months ago, if I think about it. I have, like, my boba teas every now and then, but they're non-caffeinated. And I just thought it was cool. And then, like, I really like poke. Poke is raw fish that goes on salad. It's really good here in Hawaii. That and poi is another one that, it does not look appetizing. It's made from taro, which is like a sweet potato. So if you like sweet potatoes, you know the taste of poi. But it was so cool when I picked it up from the store. The lady that checked me out, she's like, "Have you tried this?" And I was like, "No, this will be my first time." She goes, "Okay, if you don't like it raw like it is," she goes, "add a little bit of sugar." And so I like it both ways because I like sweet potatoes. So something new, And then like my tea that I get from my little coffee shop is taro root tea, and mixed with some tapioca pearls, which is boba. And that's my go-to drink here on the island. Well, I am bound and determined to try kava while I'm here. And I haven't tried it yet. But there's also some things that I'm looking forward to after surgery, or after my recovery time. Because right now I'm not allowed to do much. Like, I can fold laundry, do dishes, and cook. I'm really not allowed to lift a lot of stuff, like bag of hot dogs, some toilet paper. It's like, when you're someone like me who's on the go all the time, to just sit and not do anything is like, oh my God, this is terrible. But it's not terrible. It's just teaching me how to slow my ass all the way fucking down and just pay attention to life and be myself. Just to be. So, Soul Family, Soul Tribe. That was your message for today, and thank you for letting me share my stories. And just keep in mind, the more authentic you are, the more real you are with yourself, the better it is for everybody. Because not only are there going to be people who sit there and go, there's also going to be people like, wow, I want to be like her. Or that's really cool that she's done, created something. Like my roommate told me that she was inspired that the what I make doing, the cats in a house, I was putting back towards a business. She goes, and she's like, and I was just so inspired. She goes, because you created something out of nothing. Well, yeah. You kind of have to sometimes. So, Soul Family, Soul Tribe. Remember, one small step. One single step starts the journey of 1,000 steps. Or something along that lines. It was my graduation. I don't remember. It's been so many years now. 24 years. Oh. Fuck me running sideways. Anyways, just remember that you are cherished, you are wanted, you're appreciated, you're valued, you're respected, you're honored, you're good enough, you're worthy, and above all else, you are very much loved. 1919.